Hello, everybody. Welcome to my week 7 of 2023 roster update for my alt account, TheLisolRedux. Let's get into it. So last week I finished my sheet with Starkiller and his requirements and his team and all of the teams required to make his requirements halfway decent. So I've started my Jedi Knight Luke farm. I have CLS, Chewbacca, Han Solo, Chupio, C-3PO, Rolo, Lando, Cholo, Hermit Yoda, Jedi Knight Luke, and I've added Gideon, Dark Trooper, Cara Dune, Pow, and Hoth Scout to the farms to kind of round out my teams a little bit as I work on them. I have this split into 1 week blocks, this now starting on 212, going to 219, etc. I'm working on one character per week to get to my goal level, and another character up to G12. So they're staged to get to their goal in the next week. All right, so I start by taking CLS up to Relic 4. My goal for him is Relic 5, so I know by next week I'll be able to get him up there. I'm really happy with how this farm has been going so far. I did have a ton of gear banked up, so it was very easy to get the CLS team up to a working level. And the relic levels will only help more, especially with Chupio on the team, with CLS gaining health and offense and all that with his relic levels. I took him up to 3 here. I took him up to 4 later, actually. I take Chewie up to gear 12. I lock down all the gear pieces that I have since he's going to be my G13 target for next week. I got plenty of Kairos, at least for now. Then I go and I take Chupio up to gear 11. I think off camera later, I actually take Chupio up to G12. So we take a look at all of this. Just apply whatever needs to be applied. I got plenty of all of that stuff. I spent 6 to 8 months hoarding, so I have just tons of gear to blow. Then I take C-3PO up to gear 11, and then I believe I can take him up to gear 12. So I just start adding all of these things onto him. It turns out that these Zalton Bacta-Gels are what I'm low on, but I've got some to buy here in the shipments, and it only puts me at 2 away, so I can spend a little bit of fleet energy to get what I need. And then I'm able to take Chupio up to gear 12, or C-3PO, I'm sorry. Then I take a look at Rolo. I take her up to 85. I start working on her skills. I think I take her up to gear 7. I just want to get them ready in a position where when I'm ready to work on them, they won't be too far away from where I need them to be. They're not going to go past the Relic 3 that they're required for the JKL event. Even if I get Sonastaros, I'm not overly concerned with Rolo and Cholo and all of them. Here I am just working on her skills. I don't think I apply any Omegas. I don't apply any Zetas. I'm not really concerned with that. I'm going to do the bare minimum I need to beat the Jedi Knight Luke event, and that's it. Then I go to Lando. He's already got his skills, so I just take him up to gear 7. And then Commander Han, I take him up to, 5 stars, level 85, and I work on his skills too. I'm not going to put any Zetas. I'm not going to put any Omegas on him. Oh yeah, I take him up to gear 7 as well. Gear 7 is a spot that on both my main and my alt, I can take pretty much any character up to gear 7 without having to do any real work. Just using what I have. That was nice. Those were available via credits. And then I burn some more ability mats. Actually, how many? Oh, I'm sitting on almost 2,000 of the purples. For a while, those purple ability mats were a big crunch for me, but as it turns out, spend 6 months hoarding and you're never going to run out of anything, especially those low-level ability mats. Yeah, that's not even worth an Omega, to be honest. And then I go to Hermit Yoda, and I take him up to gear 9. Just take a quick look at what he's got there. Nothing I'm gonna run out of. I'm gonna need him at Relic 3 or 5 or whatever it is later anyway. And I believe that's it for this week. So as you can see here, in quite a short period of time, I've made quite a bit of progress. I have CLS at Relic 3. I think he's actually Relic 4. Chewbacca's G12. Han Solo's Relic 5. Chewpio's Gear 11. I think he's actually G12. And C-3PO is G12. And I have all of the rest of the characters for the journey staged at Gear 7 with all of their abilities minus the Omegas. And I think I have mods on them now too. So in week 7 of 2023, I went from 4.655 million to 4.693 million GP. My Zetas stayed the same at 81. Omicron stayed the same at 9. G13s went up to 36. My G12s went up to 12. And my G11s stayed the same at 8. So my farming plans for week 8 are: on dark side, light side, I'm going to be farming Boosh and Scando. As of the time of this recording, which is Thursday, 3 days from when I'm going to be gearing next, I have about 50 shards of each left to go. I'm not doing any refreshes. They're moving really slowly, but I don't have any other priorities for shard farms, so it's fine. I'm also farming Kairos and Carbonite circuit board salvage. I'm constantly farming that stuff. I think I was able to make like 150 Carbonite circuit boards today with my with what I had hoarded over the past couple of days. In Cantina, I'm working on green and blue signal data during the week, and on weekends, Friday, Saturday, I'm working on Captain Han shards. I should be able to finish Captain Han in 2 weeks or so. It's pretty quick. In Fleet, I'm working on the Raven's Claw, Mark 12 data pads, Mark 12 HoloLenses, and Mark 8 security scanners. In stores, it says Mark 9 data pads here. I am buying them every time I see them, but it's really anything and everything. I have an excess of currency in all of the stores, so anytime I see something that I have less than 200 of, I just pick it up. I've got the currency, I'm just gonna do it. So my goal for next week is to have an R5 CLS, an R3 Chewbacca, and a G12 Chewpio, which I believe I already have. So I might maybe push to get a relic on Chewpio, but I don't think I'll be able to make it. Thank you for coming, everybody. I greatly appreciate it. As always, please like, subscribe, comment in the comment section down below. Join us in Discord. There's a link in the description. And follow me on Twitch at TheLisol. I stream most mornings, usually take Tuesdays and Fridays off. Be sure to watch the videos I put up in these cards right here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.